Oftentimes, the biggest obstacle that keeps us from being consistent and is the reason for the loss of motivation is the way our mind imagines and perceives the big goals that we have set for ourselves. One of the main reasons why we procrastinate and lose consistency for our long-term goals is the feeling that is produced when we think of those big goals. If we feel anxiety or stress when we think about how much work we must do or how much time it will take to get there, or the feelings of hopelessness and frustration when we put our all into something and yet we don't see any immediate results, of course we are going to procrastinate to get ourselves away from those uncomfortable feelings. So in this video, I'll share with you a quick reframing technique that will shift how you perceive your long-term goals which require consistency so you can approach those tedious goals from a proactive state of mind. It's actually quite liberating. Simply begin to think of your work as a vast garden or a farm that stretches upon acres and acres of land. The effort you put forth every single day is a seed that you're sowing in your garden, while also watering the seeds that you have already sown before. That's all you have to focus on every day. Sow a seed and water the previous ones. You don't have to worry about the number of trees it will take to build up that farm or the amount of time it will take for those trees to grow up. All you have to do is water them, take care of them, keep planting more, and let nature do the rest. After a few months, you will automatically begin to see the seeds sprout one after the other. Every morning you will wake up and see more and more seeds sprouting. The once plain, empty land is now beginning to come alive with hundreds and even thousands of tiny plants. Even though you haven't tasted the fruits of your efforts yet because it's not the time to harvest, just seeing some physical evidence of your efforts gives you a lot of reassurance for all the work you have been putting in all those months and the preparation you have been doing all those years as you learned about the process and observed others doing it. But the best part is yet to come. With time, as those plants grow into trees, they begin to pollinate and spread their seeds on their own without you having to manually sow each seed. The garden will grow beyond your efforts and many of the big trees will develop their roots deep enough to get water themselves without you having to worry about watering them all the time. Congratulations, you have now entered the phase of exponential growth. Your garden booms with growth and greenery. Now that you're beginning to see results, a new challenge arises. This is not from any external circumstances, but from within. And this challenge is complacency. The desperation that you once had begins to settle down. The hunger gets satiated. The fire cools down. The things that once drove you now might start fading away. If you want to maintain consistency and interest in your work beyond this point, you will have to hold on to something higher. A higher meaning, a more noble intention. At this phase, your garden has grown to the point that it's enough for you personally, and you're also benefiting some other people with the fruits of your garden. Now, to keep growing from here onwards, you will have to look beyond yourself and your wants. You'll have to find a bigger cause that you can serve with all the knowledge, experience, and resources that you have now. Now you don't work to eat the fruits. You work to feed the fruits to the rest of the world. This will give you the kind of drive and the level of commitment that you've never experienced before, even when you were harvesting the fruits just for yourself and your family. So whatever long-term goals that you have, approach it with this farmer's mindset and keep all these phases of the journey in your mind whenever you are slacking or feel like quitting. If you want to dive deeper into the 10 principles of becoming consistent at anything you do, make sure to watch my other in-depth video right here.